Hello all, have we all got...
Hello.
Oh, and I've got no portent rolls either. I'm seriously close to being tapped out at this point.
You're supposed to just play on my memory and go, don't you remember I still have 2 portent rolls left? And they're both 20s.
No, because unfortunately it says 0 out of 2 on the clever thing, because I do update that. Because I'm a good boy. Only because I don't trust my own memory to remember it between sessions.
So, am I supposed to say something like, hey, Fandry's gone wrong, I've only got 14 hit points?
Yeah, I'm sure I had all of my second level spell slots still, but for some reason it says I have 0, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm really confused. My Vorpal Rapier's gone.
Look, we've not played for long enough. That is possible.
Indeed.
Are we still waiting on Mr. Callback? Of course we are. Let me go and see where he is.
How's everyone doing?
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Yeah. Enjoying not having to work for a couple of days. It's delightful.
Mm.
You get paid at all for summer?
Yeah, I still get paid over the summer. It's just
I wasn't sure because you're like moving from your like teacher training to proper teaching. Whether
like normally you wouldn't necessarily, but I got quite lucky in the fact of the school I was at placement at wanted to hire me and wanted me to start straight away so that I could work through June and July. So they paid me from the start of June, which also means they have to pay me over the summer.
Yeah, nice. So what have you been doing in June and July? Been teaching?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, full on.
Cormac is just finishing his dinner still.
What were you teaching in June and July then? If like, because I'm assuming at that point people have been done like a year's worth of teaching. So like, surely is there a teacher left or something?
No, so there's a teacher that left back in January. Literally left all the way back in January. And they didn't really have anyone to like actually take some of the classes for it. So they were a few hours a week down because it was a part-time person, which just kind of fit quite nicely in reduced timetable that a trainee would normally have anyway. So I just kind of took over.
I see.
It's quite good. So I've basically taken their job.
Timetable.
Yeah.
Well, it's reduced.
I was gonna say it'll be more, but it's not a full timetable.
But you still get paid like a full person because the rest of the time is you preparing, and they know that you need to do that, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a case of you have less of a workload because you have extra training stuff to do, and you're expected to take longer to prepare things and mark things and stuff.
Well, also like lesson plans, wouldn't have necessarily written all your lesson plans yet because you haven't done the lessons, but then you can reuse them next year and etc.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Well, it seems like you really fell on your feet with, and well, not really. That's just that you were falling, but like it seems like it's worked out really well this job.
Yeah, no, it's gone good. Got quite lucky with my placement, really.
Yeah. I couldn't do your job, so props to you. Unless caning is back, in which case I could possibly do it. I got paid yesterday, which means that I've been at my job for nearly a month now. Which is just insane because the time has absolutely flown. Given that, in the interim job I had for a little time at the time, it was never a full-time job. I had like applied for multiple jobs and like got taken the job, realised I didn't really want it, got bored, looked for other jobs and stuff in this month. And
Yeah.
here, I feel like in 1 month, nothing. Like I'm just barely scratching the surface of things I need to do.
Yeah. Time flies, doesn't it? It really does. Have you been going back and forth from York every week then, or?
No,
Okay.
just I've only been back once so far.
Okay. So say it's a bit of a trek otherwise.
Last weekend, I went back for I drove up on like Thursday night after work.
Yeah.
Hot or cold?
Got any progress on selling your place?
We have a buyer.
Oh, nice.
Hey. Just got to find somewhere to buy now.
It's very well. No, we're gonna sell and buy separately
Okay.
because there's not enough time. Heather's got to move down. Well, wants to move down
Yeah.
before we've got time to find someone to buy. And it's a
Fair
bit of an awkward catch-22 with her, especially. She needs to live down in Bicester or in Oxfordshire to be able to to get a job. But in
Yeah.
order to live down here, she needs to buy a house. But in order to buy a house, she needs to have a job.
You need to have a job,
So-
yeah.
It doesn't quite work. So, like with buying, so we're going to rent instead. And
Yeah.
then she was able to find someone like me, but it's much harder in childcare because relocation is not really ever expected.
Yeah.
But I'm going back next weekend. Not next weekend. No, sorry, the weekend after.
Yeah.
Because it's the shutdown. So.
Oh,
we're
yeah, I
back there
remember you
for 2
saying.
weeks. Yeah.
So what are you doing for a headset, Sam? Are you just?
Oh no, I bought one.
Oh, excellent.
I lucked out in game. They had the exact same model I had previously on like a clearance sale.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because I was like, I really like the fit and stuff of these, so I was a bit disappointed they don't make them anymore. But yeah, so like happy days.
That's good.
Half price.
Is it a
exact
particularly
model.
like well-known brand, well-known model, or
I don't know. I mean, they're a Turtle Beach model, but
right? Okay. Well, Turtle Beach are really relatively well-known, aren't they?
Yeah, it's nothing. They're nothing like particularly like top of the range or anything, but they're just I don't know. You just get used to like the fit and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you have big, massive ears like me, it helps. Oh, excuse me.
How's the world of t-shirt making?
Manic, very, very manic at the moment.
Is there a particular reason? Is it festival season or something that's causing the mania?
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Where were we? Cool. So last session, you spent a little bit of time recovering from your combat with the cloakers you encountered. You laid Pepper's body to rest, at least temporarily for the time being, in the same room where Leokin was. And you took a short rest, didn't you?
Yes.
It wasn't time for a long rest, but you guys took a short rest to sort of regain a bit of HP, etc. You then headed through that area where you'd been previously, found a spiral staircase leading further down into the archives. This lower level you sort of reached was even the stairway you found, all the sort of decorative features of the layout disappeared away, and instead it was just this kind of very plain stone walls. At the bottom of this. Am I back? Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
That's right. I think I dropped out for like a second there. Yeah, at the bottom of this staircase, you opened a door which was barred on your side. When you opened it, you found a room that had two of these Arcforged sentries you'd encountered previously, as well as some guards who were in some what looked like jail cells, cages along the sides of the room. You also then became aware of some intellect devourers in the room, which you had previously encountered. Yeah, and this turned into a combat of many stages and twists and turns. Eleanor at one point knocked unconscious by one of these insect devourers, similar to what happened to Leokin previously. Whilst that was happening, one of the guards in particular, who was jailed in a separate cell from the other guards, kept sort of pleading to Carl or Z or anyone nearby that they were able to help Eleanor if they were released. Which Carl eventually, somewhat, maybe not reluctantly, but hesitantly did. And this guard was true to their word, dashed across the room and had this large wooden club, which they sort of slammed down towards Eleanor, sort of stopping with exact precision on her chest and seemingly restoring her to... as well, not full health, but at least a consciousness, restoring her mind. In a moment of panic, Elwyn and this guard sealed the door back, closed the door where they were again, and Elwyn then got confrontational. Yeah, I think you attempted. What happened, Ryan? Exactly, you attempted to. Did you try to stop him from moving away or something?
I felt like he was a bit suspicious and thought like we're looking for a staff, and he just did a magic thing with staff. So I grabbed his staff.
Yeah. At
and
which
he turned
point,
into a frog.
Yeah, at which point he turned into this large toad amphibian sort of type creature. A few seconds later, this door reopened, and those of you who aren't Elwyn are unaware entirely of what this creature is or where it has come from. On the subject of creatures that have come from somewhere, Z and Warforged are currently nearby / engaging with some kind of gelatinous creature which was posing as a dead guard. Make of that what you will.
Everything is fine.
Which, all brings us around to the top of round 9 of this particular combat, and it is this large toad-like creature's turn. Cool. So yeah, this creature initially, Elwyn, towers over you after changing its shape. You are sort of taken aback. It sort of stands about 7 feet tall, so it's not sort of towering over you, but it does stand taller than you, and just sort of looks down at you for a moment. Seems a little unsure on what to do, and then it swings you with one of its hands with this like clawed grip,
Oof.
and gets a crit hit. That's a good way to start. For 12,
Well, see you later, Rowan.
12 slashing damage on you, Owen.
TPK.
And then just swings back with the same claw as it comes across you. Just swings it back in the straight back across the front of you, and gets a second
crit hit. Wow.
You're really trying to kill me, aren't you?
Well, Jake said you guys were all in trouble, so apparently the dice want to accelerate that feeling.
I think it's just actually a thing of having not played D&D for ages, because Sunday night, I genuinely am not even joking, I rolled 8 natural 20s in that combat, and I had like 4 things that were fighting. So it's just the way it is.
In that case, buckle up, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to go badly.
28 slashing damage to you, Owen. And he's not quite done as he pulls back and then swings forward his jaws at you, just taking a bite in your direction. Not a crit. You sort of taken so much damage to his first two that you sort of stumble back and you're able to just get out of the way of that. And this beast then just stands muscular, sort of slightly wet, slightly dripping of some kind of sort of slimy substance. Carl, you just see through the doorway this creature swinging at Elwyn.
I can't see that guard that went through, but I can see this sort of.
Yes. You can just see this creature that pretty much fills the doorway, yeah.
What's the sentry guy in front of me doing?
He was moving towards the doorway. So the reason it seemed almost certain, I think you guys were quite certain, it seemed to be following that guard that you released to help Eleanor.
I also the only one that doesn't have a necklace, hence why I shut the door.
Yeah, no, that makes total sense. I'm just looking around. So looking back, can't really see what's bothering Z and Warforged. So I think I've got to rush forward. Going to skirt round the big guy, hoping that he's not going to take a swing at me. And then to the doorway. Can I see from there? Can I see Elwyn? Looks like maybe I can.
Yes, you can, yeah. He looks bloodied.
Can do is hit this guy. I don't know where this guy came from, but I don't trust him. So, I've got it down here. So let's hit it with a broadsword. Actually, am I carrying the greatsword? I think I am, aren't I?
I believe you.
Yeah, I look down and see I've actually got the greatsword in my hand and no shield. I will hit him with the greatsword.
Nice. You managed to
Course.
target yourself.
Oh, damn it! It's been a long time. If you could deal that however much damage it was.
That seems reasonable.
And then I will take a second attack. Maybe not. And I think that's all I can do. I'm going to shout for help. And try and leave enough space for the sentry to get in there as well.
Yeah. Nobody else has got anything to deal with, so you'll get plenty of help. Z, yeah, you've just seen this large jelly, gelatinous type creature just make its way towards the bars.
Okay.
That cell.
And this creature was what the person I was speaking to turned into, right?
Yes.
Great. That sounds amazing. And down here, a random giant frog has appeared.
Yes.
That can be a later on Zivill's problem.
Up here, Eleanor is fighting with a guard.
Yeah, I'm less worried about that. That feels okay. I figure Eleanor's fought enough guards in her time that she probably can handle a guard.
I am half dead.
Yeah, join the club.
I think that might make you the healthy party.
I'm just going to throw a firebolt at this guy. I assume. Oh, he's getting cover, isn't he?
Yeah, the cell makes it.
Oh, so no matter where I am, he's going to have that cover, is he?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, doesn't massively matter.
It should be half cover, though, not 3/4. There you go. That's a bit better.
I was going to say I didn't know if it was because I think it might be drawing line of sight through the corner of that wall or not.
Possibly. You're fine though.
But cool. Shoot a firebolt at him. It's terrible.
It's not great.
I'd say Warforged, back up. And I move my full movement speed this way. And now probably get a good view of the frog situation as well.
Yeah, you probably see Elwyn just briefly as you sort of pass in that direction. Yeah, looking pretty bad.
Brilliant.
And no, your shield drops.
Yeah, I'm far too busy fighting this dude to notice anything behind me. Spell work. I'll just stop. Looks like it was worth doing that. Oh, and then I will take a bonus action disengage and sort of run down here 30 foot.
Yeah.
And that's it. But when I do that, I'm like backing off of him, so I don't actually pay attention over my shoulder.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this gelatinous type shape, it just for a moment you see it almost sort of Warforged, you can sort of see as you're still stood in front of it. It begins moving a little bit. You can almost see that the shape of like humanoid arm begin coming out as it begins moving, and it casts a spell targeting Warforged and Z.
Oh, I'm not far enough away.
You're not far enough away.
This is bullshit.
Casting hold person on each of you.
That's fair.
So there's one for you, Warforged.
Warforged doesn't care.
Nice. Can he match that?
Nope.
No. Yeah, Warforged, you're unaffected. But Z, as you dash down in that direction and you get to where you're going, and then you can feel it's almost like your feet just lock into the ground, and every muscle in your body stiffens, and you feel yourself become paralyzed.
Whoops.
Um, and then so that arm, the gesturing you could see Warforged, then just sort of like fades back into this large sort of like circular shape, and then the whole shape of it begins to push up against the cell, against the bars, and it almost sort of stops for a second as it holds its shape against the bars, and then just begins to just move through the bars and pulls itself through and sort of reforms on the other side.
He does it. He terminators through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Just slowly moves towards you, Warforged. Just stops
Okay.
in front of you. And it's just, there's no real shape to it. At least there's no kind of like nothing humanoid. It's just this massive gelatinous something. This Arcforged sentry takes a couple of steps forward alongside Carl, and then swings its arc blade down at that green slard.
Oh, excellent.
Hitting it for some damage.
He's a good boy.
And then takes a second swing with it as well. That one's not so good though. It's not a lot of space with the door in front. It gets the first one across, but the second one just doesn't get a clean hit on it. Warforged, you are next to some jelly.
I don't know what I want to do because Z said for me to back away, didn't he? I think. Okay, I guess I'll just like.
If you go and move, it'll get opportunity attack. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't next to us when I shouted that.
What can a blob do except hold person? It's not going to grow hands.
You gonna take a move, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
I'll just do the tap before you do quick. So yeah, as you go to move, it just lashes. All of a sudden, it sort of lashes out, just like almost like a whip out of its sort of its form towards you. Hits you for 4 damage, but then you can complete your move.
Oh.
And then fire at it.
Sure.
Wait, no, is this the thing that can't be damaged by magic? Wait, I can't even remember anymore.
I don't think anyone's attempted to do any damage to it yet. Or Z did, but missed.
I was going to say I missed. That's the only thing. That's the only attack against it.
If Z didn't kill it in one shot, it's obviously immune to magic.
That is, to be fair, smart thinking.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I just realised that I'm on 15 health, so I thought I had a healing potion, but that's Aaron, so I guess I'll just like
Oh, that's a good idea.
I will longbow it. I think I have arrows. Oh, okay. I don't have good accuracy.
Don't. Any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. Cool. Owen, your big friend next to you.
Okay. I will Zephyr Strike myself.
Mm-hmm.
And then move back. Sorry. I can move those anyway, so it doesn't make too much noise. Yeah. I get advantage on the first shot, right?
You do, yeah.
And I'll be doing my force damage on this one.
Yeah.
Oh! I'm an idiot. Don't worry. I forgot to bloody sharpshoot, didn't I? It's been so long.
That's cool. You always do it and it still would have hit, so I'll add an additional 10 damage.
Cool. press it for this one.
Yeah, it's all good.
He uses my special arrows as well.
Ooh,
Okay. And I'm just gonna go and stand in that corner.
nice. Cool.
Basically hoping that the once we kill this, the thingy won't see me and won't bother chasing me because it can't see me.
Well, it is the Slard's turn. You can see on its body, Elwyn. You've got very good eyesight. You're quite close to it. You can see where your arrow hit it previously, and you just notice that socket, that hole, just closes up as you're watching, and it seems to heal. It then turns round towards you, Carl, stood next to him.
I'll grit my teeth and hold hard onto the sword.
Waiting for what could come. Yeah, looks down. Actually, manages to get Warforged as well. Yeah, casts fear. Nice.
That's not great.
Warforged, yeah, you are unaffected by this. But Carl, you it just sort of it meets your eyes and stares straight into your eyes, and you in your mind you see an image of your worst fear. What is that?
I think that this is a pertated by magic, and just for a second, I think I can see James's face in the thing that's facing me.
Yeah. Yeah. On your turn, you have to take a dash to move as far away as possible from the Slard. If you end somewhere where you don't have line of sight to it, you can make a saving throw to try and yeah.
Oh, speaking of which,
The subject of which,
I'm not sure that. Well, to get as far away as possible, it's really just backing up, but I'm really just staggering backwards.
yeah.
So dash, is that double distance or is that?
Yes.
Okay, I need to scroll the screen. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know, it's unfortunate, isn't it?
I'm not even going to see it. Literally, unless it attacks me at that point.
It won't attack you because you're not leaving its adjacent area. But yeah,
I'm just staggering back.
Isn't that unfortunate?
Yeah. That's me done.
Nice.
In more ways than one.
It's your turn. You are paralyzed.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to do?
I can't do anything, right? Paralyzed is no actions, anything.
Indeed, yeah. You can make a wisdom saving throw, though.
Okay. Yeah, incapacitated. Delightful. Wisdom saving throw.
Nice.
I will take that.
It's only temporary, and you all of a sudden, when those muscles tensed up, they all just release at once, and you almost sort of fall as you're sort of pulling forwards. Yeah, you are free of the paralysis.
Cool.
So this. Wait.
Did nothing on their turn. That guard did not make a single movement.
Yeah. So freaking out about that, I'm going to turn around and notice this thing next to Carl and
that sneak attack.
Yeah. Sneak a miss.
That's good.
Look at all these lovely dice I would have hit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to damage. Did it hit or did it not hit?
Yeah. Hits.
I did hit. I thought it missed. I don't know. Well, fine. Those are damage then.
Yeah, you get 24 damage through.
Nice.
Cool. Then I'm done.
I like the way that the it's described as unknown creature, and then from adult obolets.
Oh yeah. It's a sequel. Yeah, you stab your rapier into it, and it sort of absorbs into the sort of gelatinous mass. But yeah, you can see it sort of does some sort of damage. It's almost like a sort of tear in a part of the sort of shape of it.
Good. I'm done.
The Oblex kind of ignores you even as you do it. It's almost like it can sense that one of you is an easier target than the other, or in a worse condition currently. And you see it again. It just does the same thing it did towards Warforged. Like a bit of it just whips out all of a sudden towards Carl. That's a miss. But then that same bit is sort of, you duck below it, Carl, and it misses you. But then it actually, as you sort of come back up, that same sort of part of it that whipped out towards you just makes contact with your forehead. Just grabs you, almost like a sucker attaching to your forehead, and all of a sudden it feels like every single thing you remember as being almost like physically sucked out of your body. Get you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm so good at those. Nope.
Damn it.
Nice. Yeah, you take 8 psychic. 8 psychic damage, and yeah, it's almost like you can physically feel your memories just being pulled through the front of your skull and into this tentacle pseudopod, and yeah, you're conscious, you're aware of where you are, but it's like your every memory is just gone. You're a little unclear of where you are, who you are, how to handle this great sword in your hand.
Okay, I know what to do.
This sentry just immediately swings the arc blade at that green slard again and hits. The slard maintains concentration though. It takes a second swing at it. Hits again. The slard keeps the concentration up still though, so Carl's still under the effect of fear. Warforged. You've got multiple directions you can go in.
I don't know. I'll just like.
If you do take a moment to look behind you, you can see this sort of red tentacle just stuck to Carl's forehead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what Carl.
Alternatively, near Elwyn, there's a massive green toad.
I think this is. I don't want to run back over to the place where I just ran from.
Elwyn on his last turn cast Electric Strike and did exactly that.
That's what they think I've done. I've not gone that far away. Oh yeah, I did run back to the spot I was in.
I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah. Oh, I didn't miss.
Nice, yeah, you get some damage through.
So. I don't know. Yeah, it's my turn.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Elwyn. You can't see the sentry, but you can see every now and again that massive arc blade sword just swinging down just in the sort of edge of the doorway.
I'm gonna see. Does it do a hit at me at all?
No.
Cool. So that's 15, 20. Just not sure if I take it with disadvantage if I'm too close. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
That's a very bad roll.
And again. Ah,
Ooh, that's
bad
a
roll
worse
again.
roll.
That is it.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna go back to my little corner again.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
But I can't go there because I've done too fast, so it'll be there.
That
Realised.
guard on their turn again just does nothing. There's no movement, no sign of aggression. On their last turn, obviously they swung at Enla quite violently, but there's just motionless now. Even the sword's just down at their side, just not moving in any way. Elwyn, you see again, there's a few wounds across the chest of that Slard where the Arcblade sentry hit it, or the Arcforge sentry, and you can see those just close up as it just sort of stands there. It will. Yeah, it takes a claw attack on the sentry. Which hits. And then takes a second one. That one's a miss. Then it reaches back the same as it did to you, Elwyn. You just see it lean back for a second, then swing its head forward and take a bite at the arm of this Arcforge sentry. That's a crit miss. Carl, you are still under the effect of fear, and you can still see that green Slard, so you have to continue dashing away from it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's frustrating.
Because it's
Well,
because it's forced movement, you're okay.
okay.
I'm not entirely sure where it's actually you taking a dash action, but I'm going to say you're fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So I am going to run back. So this pseudopod thing is still on my head.
It is, but as you start pulling away, it's like it's kind of it's still on your head, but it's not got you like it can't stop you moving. No.
So as far as I can tell, I can't really remember much. But I will, as I sort of go back, I'm going to try and push the fear down the link to it. And then I'm basically going to run straight into that wall. Nice.
Eddie cat.
I now know how big the corridor is. I'm just getting a run up.
Z, which of these two fights do you want to partake in?
Well, that big frog guy's concerning me, but he's also, temporarily looks like he's been taken care of. My new friends there.
I love that you've all decided to. It's fine, but I'm not sure if Elwyn feels the same way.
It's Elwyn's fault, so.
Hopefully Elwyn's running.
No one knows it's Elwyn's fault apart from Elwyn.
I know it's Elwyn's fault.
Yeah, Elwyn knows this information.
I'm gonna move this way, and I just want to take a second just to kind of look at the two creatures that we've got here.
Yeah.
That are fighting, and toss up in my head which of them I think is most likely, or I would suggest to be most likely to maybe not be from this plane of existence, if either. Just on the off chance that either of the two strike me as not from this plane.
How in depth a judgment are you looking to make? A snap judgment, or do you want to take some time to?
I don't want to waste my action doing it, so it's fine if I can't work it out. I'll just go for what I want to do anyway.
If either of them look more like a natural creature, it would be the Slard.
Okay.
But there's probably nothing that gives you a big feel of even being from another plane.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to target the slime. and I'm going to point out towards it, summon this kind of like this line of negative energy, and kind of tether it to the back of it, and attempt to banish it. It needs to make a DC 15 Charisma save.
Indeed. It succeeds.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Well, sucks. In that case, as a bonus action, I cry.
I'll allow that. In fact, as a free action, you can cry even more if you want.
Yeah, I cry twice.
Edna.
Yeah. Just gonna stab it.
Just gonna stab it.
Or not.
Or not.
And that is me.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay. This creature this time, for just a moment, and you sort of stab it and you sort of miss for just a second. It's almost like that you see a little bit of it form the shape of a humanoid face, and it just sort of fades away almost immediately. And then you see it swings out another one of those like pseudopod whip-like motions towards Warforged, and hits for 10 damage.
Do I recognise the face that it made? Is it detailed enough to recognise if I did recognise it? If that makes sense.
Could really just the shape of like chin, nose,
Okay, yeah.
ears, but then it's gone. Yeah, it's almost like it begins to form for a second, then pulls away.
Cool.
And then that same pod, you see the same thing that it did to Carl, and just latches onto the front of Warforge's face. Warforge, you make a wisdom save for me.
Oof.
Warforge, you take 13 psychic damage.
Oh.
You same as Carl. It's almost like you can just feel your memories, every bit of knowledge you have, just being physically taken. This isn't just you forgetting; these have actually been ripped, torn from your mind, from yourself, and just taken out of you. And as it does, everything just goes black for you, Warforged. You're unconscious.
Oh, fun. Not fun, but yeah.
This Arcforged Sentry. Again, just takes a swing at the Slard, misses, takes a second one, hits that time. The Slard maintains concentration still, though. Warforged to make a death save for me.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. That's fun.
Yay!
Not dead yet.
Elwyn.
Okay. This is a question. I have favoured enemies giants, which is a troll. Do I recognise this healing to be similar to a troll's?
Similar, yes. Maybe
Not the same.
Yeah, I mean, again, if you want to do a real, if it's similar to Z, I guess you can. If you want to be really certain, you can take a guess. But I would say it's healing, but there's not really much troll-like features around it. No.
I'm gonna guess I'm correct in that sense. Shane doesn't know this information, to be honest. So I'm thinking healing, trolls do fire. So I've kind of looked and I thought, you know what, these do something similar. Let's give them a go.
Hey, nice. We haven't had these used, have we? Yeah.
Magic bean.
Ooh. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, did you kill my friend?
Oxford Century took 1 damage. But that's actually probably ideal. That's gonna
hopefully blow up the thing as well.
Yeah.
So the Slard does a concentration check first. It does pass, so it
Succeeds.
maintains a concentration.
He's fucking good at that.
And yeah, then the sentry
Oh, this is gonna suck.
sends out this burst of electricity, and the Slards is the
Think-
only
hope-
thing.
I think you might just be out of range.
Am I not in range? Oh, thank
You
God.
couldn't be any closer, put it that way.
I was gonna say I couldn't remember if it was like 20 or 25 feet.
The Slard
Oh,
does fail.
yeah.
Takes lightning damage and makes another concentration check, which it fails this time. Carl, all of a sudden, you're still a little unsure where you are, why you're here.
Yeah.
But you're not even
But
sure.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah, you're not even sure this moment. What was it you were afraid of? But that feeling's gone, yeah.
Oh, this
Anything else,
slot is.
No. Oh, did he look like he was not take the proper amount of damage, even though he dodged?
I'm assuming
yes, it
he's resistant.
Does look like you took less damage than you probably would have expected, yeah.
I feel like I probably saw that block, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try and be brave, and I want to see what the other people are like now, because I've not seen what anyone else has done for a while.
You can see Warforged on the ground. Carl just sort of stood against a wall for some reason.
Where's Carl? I
Right at
can't
the
see Carl on
far
the
end.
screen.
Right.
Oh,
at the
fucking
far
hell,
end.
he's all way up there.
I'm as far away as I can get.
Last time I saw Carl, he was stood here.
Yeah.
He's been busy. He's mobile.
Shit. Alright.
Indeed.
Oh, that lightning damage did some damage to it at least.
This guard just stays motionless still on their turn. The Slard has stood over you, and you can see there's a few like wounds like that are slightly sort of smouldering from that fire and lightning damage it just took, and then they close, and it's almost like the fire and the lightning just is absorbed into it and just sort of dissipates. It turns. It was looking at the sentry as that lightning had come towards it. It turns around towards you, Elwin. This time, it looks pissed. And it just turns and swings the claw at you as hard as it can. Hits you for 9 slashing damage. Breaks your concentration.
To be fair, the only concentration I want is so to get not hit when I run away from things.
Yeah.
And that only happens on the first go anyway.
Takes a second claw attack, which also hits you for 5 slashing, and you're feeling pretty bad right now, as that bite just comes down towards you again. But yeah, same as last time. You took the first 2 hits, and you're just prepared for that last one, dodge out the way. But this thing is stood in front of you, filling the doorway, and you are feeling pretty bad right now.
Yeah, especially as I can't damage it because it heals itself.
Carl.
Right.
You know who
So
you
I've
are, but you're not quite sure what you're doing.
quite sure what's going on. So there is a sort of a red blob thing down there.
Yeah. You can see a automaton of some type on the ground.
And there's a guard over there.
Yeah, motionless guard. The uniform, the clothing it's wearing, you don't recognise it, but it kind of strikes something in you.
I think. So I don't. So there's a Tomaton is lying down. There's a red thing and a girl fighting, and an elf down there
Yeah.
who I don't really recognise.
Oh, as if you could forget me.
So I'm going to move over to the guard
Well, Carl
and
said.
ask him what's going on.
You see, it does slightly turn towards you as you sort of get there and ask this question. But it sort of turns a little slowly. The eyes are a little glassed over and it just kind of looks straight through you. Almost looks like it's very slightly swaying as it sort of turns towards you. It's just not a lot there.
I'll ask him whether he's okay. So he looks kind of drunk or stunned.
Yeah.
I might even, maybe just, if he's swaying a little bit, I might push him towards the wall, just sort of gently, just kind of a poke in the chest.
Yeah, you push him back, and as he does, you just see he begins to lift his arm with the sword in.
Whoa. Well, I guess I've taken my move. That was pretty much my action. I don't think I've got a chance to attack him, really.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's fair. Z. Problem
Well,
solved.
I went for my big spell and it did fuck all, so I cast Firebolt. But this guy has cover at the moment, so if I do that, he shouldn't have cover anymore? No, he still has cover. Why does he have cover? How about now?
You're fine.
Whatever, I cast Firebolt. Can't roll for an attack though, can I? Brilliant.
Oh boy.
Hang on.
I will
Cover. Maybe get in a cell?
carry on going this way.
And yeah, you see this firebolt just sort of burst past you and sort of just carry on going, land on the ground somewhere.
I'm going to angrily attack it with a sword because I'm quite pissed off at this point.
Nice.
Oh shit, I get no sneak attack 'cause fucking Warforge is unconscious.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Warforged.
fuck's sake, Warforged.
Piss sake. It's really bad.
It's not going great.
I'll just disengage
Yeah.
and retreat. Again, I'm still keeping my vision up this end of the room. I'm ignoring what's going on behind because I can see there's a giant
That
thingy bobby
sentry
that's
is
just...
dead for what it's worth. Yeah, I've got rid of that.
Okay, well, fine, but I'm still just ignoring it.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on the thing that's just like basically taking down two of my comrades. So,
Yeah, you sort of back away, and Z, you've got your attention on this gelatinous thing as you sort of throw that firebolt and misses, and you both again see it it's almost like it peers over Warforged, like the shape of it almost sort of hovers over them for a moment, and then this time you both definitely see it begins to take shape, and you both recognize the face this time, as it takes on an exact replica of Warforge's facial features.
Oh, fucking hell.
oh dear.
What it was going to be is bird rather than Warforged.
Yeah, you see it sort of form the sort of facial features, and then it's almost like you see this very small, 1 inch, 2 inches wide, like tentacle, like the one that was whipping previously, but a lot thinner, a lot more fine. It sort of slivers out along the floor, very slightly in your direction, Z. Only 5-6 feet, and then it's like all of a sudden it begins to grow upwards, and just stood in this space here, there is an exact replica to the inch of Warforged. Every feature, even the hole in the back of the head, you can just make out as it's sort of turned to the side. And then that copy version of Warforged turns and looks towards you, Z, and holds its hand up towards you for a second, almost like in a sign of acknowledgement. And then the hand begins to move, and you recognise it casts hold person on you, Z.
Oh, fuck off.
Warforged, not me.
Yeah, well, shut up. I don't care.
You you see it coming. You manage to hold strong against it. And this version of Warforged is just gesturing towards you. The real Warforged can make a death save for me.
Won't the real Warforged please stand up?
Please stand up. Yay.
Nice, solid.
Is Nelly about to stand up?
No.
Well, maybe.
Not unless you roll a 20.
Oh yeah.
He's nearly
oh, yeah.
about to not die.
Mm.
Elwin.
Hasn't got much he can do.
When in doubt. Yeah, it hits.
I get 2 attacks with dagger, don't I?
You do.
Oh,
Yeah. You get 4 damage through on the first hit.
So you're probably gonna heal more than that, right? That's all I can do.
Nice. Yeah, that guard just lifts up that longsword and swings it at you, Carl.
I just
Yeah.
I just back away a little bit just so the swing goes by, but just kind of going, what the hell, man?
That's Slard. That you only open up the smallest of wounds of that dagger, Elwin, and you immediately see that same wound just heals immediately. This time, yeah, it just throws its claw at you again, Elwin, for a miss. Hit for 6, and then takes a bite at you.
Oh, bye, Owen.
Which, yeah, Elwin, the first 2 times it swung its jaw at you, you had enough time to be out of the way, but this time, the shock maybe of that dagger the wound just closing up ahead of you again, and the realization that you seem to be in this awkward situation is just enough that you maybe overthink the dodge and you get it wrong, and it just bites down, clamps on your shoulder, and it's just enough that the pain just sears through you and you fall unconscious. Who's Miss D&D?
Oh,
Carl.
right. Well, I don't really know why this guy's attacked me. I don't really know who he is, but I do vaguely remember being very angry, so I'm going to hit him.
On a side note, didn't Carl drop his sword when he got feared?
He doesn't need his sword.
I don't need my sword. In fact, that is a fair point, because it does say somewhere in the thing that you don't even really remember how to use your weapons. So I will pummel him instead, having dropped the greatsword somewhere. Right, first misses. There probably should be a minus on that as well, I think.
Yeah, every time you basically roll a d4 with everything and take the d4 off the result, but that's already a miss.
Nice. I'm going to roll it anyway, just for fun.
I like it.
Right, and then second one. Oh, well, I won't even roll the d4.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'll sort of flail around him a little bit. And that's it.
Well, Z, it's you and Ella to solve this.
What have I done now?
We are so fucked.
Yeah,
Then
I'm not
again, as they
even.
say, play a stupid game, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
In this case, we play a stupid game with a slard, and we're going to win the prize.
Well, I've not done anything to the slard yet, and I'm not planning on doing anything to the slard because I see no reasons to do anything to the slard. He has not attacked me. I understand he's attacked other people, but I know the rest of these guys well enough to know. Yeah, but Elwin probably started it. Elwin, you know. So I'm going to turn back towards it as I kind of I'm going to bring my hand up to firebolt the slime thing, but I turn my head back just quickly just towards it and just go, look, I don't know what's going on, but can you help before all of us end up dead? And then I shoot a firebolt towards the weird slime thing. Absolutely
Yes,
the average
see.
roll. How delightful.
See, you're a monster.
Does it do something special when it takes fire damage?
It takes fire damage.
Okay. I was about to say, if you say it like explodes and kills Warforged, I'm gonna get in my car, drive to Carisbrook, and punch you.
Well, you just asked the slard for help. It does have a good spell. Anything else for you, see?
Yeah, go on, Slard, cast Fireball.
It does have fireball in its spell.
That is quite literally everything I am capable of doing, other than moving across to here. So, all yours.
Eleanor? Sneak attack, I think, is clearly off the table.
Unless
I'm
she
gonna
hides.
Short bow it. For immediate full damage. And then look behind me on to the thing that Z shouted to, notice it's a slide and go like, whoa! Because I've sort of ignoring this combat. Can I make like an insight check to see whether I recognise like that it's the same person transformed as who's saved me?
You can attempt it, yeah, certainly.
For fuck's
We
sake!
are so fucked.
I need not narrate the result.
Oh shit! In that case, I draw my rapier and like back into sort of somewhere equidistant between the two things, and sort of like look from one to the other with my sword. Like, yeah,
Nice.
that's it. Fuck's sake!
Yeah. That excuse me. That copy of Warforged. This one here.
Oh,
Shuffles towards you, Eleanor, and gets up close to you.
Shit.
And again, just sort of raises its hand, and then it changes shape into that red gelatinous thing, and just swings across at you. It doesn't like the range, does it? That's fine. Okay, there you go.
1 second. I might want a shield.
Yeah.
What? How does shield work again? It's +5.
plus
isn't it?
5.
So I'm totally shielding. I don't know why it's timed out. Sorry, but I'm totally shielding.
Yeah, that makes sense.
As long as I can, which I'm pretty sure I can.
Good.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you shield that. And yeah, that's it for that. Warforged, make a death save for me.
Come on, Warforged. Natural 20. Natural 20. Let's go.
Nice.
Ah!
You remain unconscious, Warforged, but death is still a threat. But death's not a threat from those, at least right now. How about you, Elvin? Nice. You guys are determined, if nothing else. This guard takes a swing at the longsword that you cast. Misses, and this time takes a second one. Misses again. That muscle memory of what you did know before your memory is gone seems to just be enough to get you by.
Yeah, not getting hit is a ingrained skill.
Z, you call down towards that slider. You see this sort of it's still sort of stood over Elwyn. It's sort of got its back to you, and there's a slash across its shoulder, which you just see sort of cover up, and you see it just sort of close the wound as it does. And it turns around. You see it sort of. It looks to you. It looks to Eleanor. It stops. for just
Please.
a moment.
Please, we have no cleric.
And then it closes that door.
You motherfucker.
See, over the, you hear this sort of clanking of metal.
You bastard.
You can only assume that bar on the other side is lowered into place.
Ah!
Carl.
Alright, come on, Carl. Hurry up and deal with this now.
Okay. Well, the only thing I know is punching people, so. And even that I don't particularly know. See, that was a hit, but was it a hit? Minus.
No, even if you roll a 1, it's not a hit.
Yeah. Which I didn't. So, to what? I'll roll the d4. Well, no, it's not going to make a difference. It's still going to do it automated, isn't it? So. Oh, that's not a hit. No.
Oh, Carl.
Z,
I'm tired.
Jesus Christ. Well, I got one move, guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna just shoot a firebolt. Fuck my life.
Well,
I'll take that. That's not bad damage.
nice.
I will take that. I surprise, have absolutely fuck all bonus actions.
Ella.
Yeah. So what? This thing in front of me. This is like a
Yeah, I'll bring that over so you can target the actual thing. But yes, you can target it through the fake warforged essentially.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice, 24.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Oh, no, I was about to say, shame the roll wasn't very good, but it turns out it's fine.
It was perfect.
Yeah. Cool. So does this one in front of me? They sort of both drop. Yeah.
It's sort of. You see the immediately the warforged in front of you just drops, and it's almost like it retracts that just back into the main gelatinous body, which then just drops into this sort of pile, just goop on the floor.
Okay. Cool. I will run over here as an action, a bonus action dash, and then that's it.
Yeah.
I'll go over here.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Warforged, you are unconscious, but under no threat, so you're fine. Elwyn, however, make a death save.
Oof.
This guard just continues swinging at you, Carl, with a long sword. Just takes 2 swings at you, even as Eleanor comes dashing in. Both of them again. You've got enough about you still that you kind of remember how to dodge an attack. There is nobody conscious in this room to see what's going on. Carl.
for some reason, I just wondered whether the slard is now teabagging.
Luckily,
That's exactly what it is.
know.
What, are we never getting out of this room?
When Shane rolled
Yeah.
like a 20 on his death save and walked up to just green flesh.
Right. This lady who's just come up next to me to keep away. This guy's gone mad. And then I'm gonna
It's okay, sweetie. I know.
punch him.
This is a chance to reset Carl permanently. It could be good.
Yeah, just never let him take a rest again, and it'll be fine. It'll stay like this forever.
Right. So
That's gonna hit no matter what.
Yeah, that will hit no matter what. Yeah.
Excellent.
What an absolute lad.
That's it. That's all I can do.
Nice. Z.
I mean, if my memory serves me well, I'm pretty sure that guy has an AC of 17 anyway. 16s have missed and 17s have hit. So, oh, there's a gap. Straight line.
Oh, look, there's a
Bowling.
gap. What a lucky accident.
Oh, bowling time. I will launch a firebolt.
Nice.
And then after doing that, seeing that that's kind of happened, can I see from here that Warforged looks to be stable in some degree, or is it hard to tell from here?
There's no movement of the chest, but there never is.
But,
with Warforged.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the point, actually. Warforged dropping to the floor. There's no... I don't know whether Z would actually consider, like,
Him
oh,
and
can I bring Warforged back to consciousness if Warforged has died? Because there is no sec. Okay. He would go over. That's nope, can't move that far. I can move that far. I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah.
And start making my way towards Warforged to try and see if they are breathing. I don't know. Not breathing, but you know what I mean. Alive.
Yeah. Dab. Luckily, I get all these extra dice.
Yeah.
It's definitely to the point where sneak attack is like so much better than not having sneak attack.
Yeah. It's
I can see why the correct thing to do with rogue is to play with daggers because the normal dice doesn't matter anymore.
yeah.
What matters is getting sneak attack. Cool. Anyway, yeah, 21 damage and that's it. Oh, and then I like. Can I attempt? No, because it's not that. It's an action, so don't worry about it. I tell Carl to step away. I've got this.
No, then you lose sneak attack.
I tell Carl to stay right where he is.
Stay where you are. I've got this.
Yeah, don't worry. Carl's not going to step away.
Elwin, a 1 would be bad. Hey, nice.
Oh, what a lad.
Well, I guess we find out.
Elwin,
Does he wake up to the sign of green slard testicles?
You come to consciousness, Elwin. First thing you see is the stone ceiling up above you. You're a little shaken, you're unsure. You turn just in time to see a shadow going up that circular staircase at the back of this hallway.
Okay.
I feel like letting the slide escape is probably a really, really bad thing.
If it gets out of this building, it is not our problem.
It definitely is.
Nah,
It's
stops being our problem once it leaves the building.
It's one of our problems.
This guy
Yes.
It's not my problem.
swings the long sword at Eleanor, misses, and then takes
I'm going to
Do you remember you have that?
to make a sentinel attack. It's not a memory thing. It's just a reaction.
Make a dex check for me.
Okie dokie.
See what your reflexes are like in the moment.
Ability check.
Yeah. And then roll a d4.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you can make it.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay.
Then swings a second attack with a longsword at you, Carl.
Oh, fuck.
You got your moment, Carl, and
I did.
yeah, just a minute. You remembered, missed the punch, and it throws you enough off center that this time he finally gets the hit in and knocks you unconscious.
Bop.
Carl, make a death save for me. With -4.
Again, I'm on exactly 0, and I don't have the option for death saves on the end.
Should be like I think there's a little skull that appears.
On your picture, top left, Carl. On your
It has
picture.
not. It's not on the picture. Is that because I didn't go to a minus? I actually went exactly to 0.
I don't know. Try closing your character sheet and reopening it.
Okay, I can do that. Pop it in. Okay. Oh yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Yeah, you see, death save's easy.
Z, you see Carl drop to the ground.
Not happy about that. I like Carl. I'm going to move. Yeah, I'll move 15 feet to here. I think that's what I want to do. He's 30 feet from me. Current's touch is 30 feet, isn't it?
Unconscious with it.
So Warforged, just the briefest of looks. I'll take a bonus action if I can to see, are they dead? Or is there some kind of movement clockwork wise going on in there?
You can see some sort of liquid pumping through some of those sort of pipes that the Warforged has throughout their body. Yeah.
So possibly fixable is what I'm
Looks
picking up from that.
functional,
And then I'm going to target Carl using my last 3rd level spell slot, and I'm going to use Corin's Touch.
Kill yourself with that. I shall be very annoyed at you.
It's impossible.
Okay.
I literally can't.
Don't challenge me.
No, I literally can't.
Yeah, I know, you're fine.
I mean, I can. I could. I think I can just about roll enough to drop myself to 0, but I can't die from it.
Yeah, Carl, you are conscious again.
Has that improved my memory at all, or?
No.
Carl Garbin, you get back up and you fight that bastard. I don't want to see you on the ground again.
Oh God, it's like being back at camp.
I'm expecting a sir, yes sir, back from him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good lad, off you go.
Eleanor, you see Carl come back to consciousness alongside you.
So I get sneak attack back.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I love how just him being conscious
You're welcome.
is enough to make it count.
Yeah. Ugh.
Too busy paying attention to him being conscious. I'm thinking of ways to like use the conscious body on the floor to sneak attack, like to distract.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Warforged, you are stable. Elwyn, you are conscious but prone.
I'm gonna just kind of sit up and run from my bag
Love it.
and take a drink of some Hydra blood.
Nice. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Just kind of
What-
like
Where'd that come from?
sit there for a sec.
Where the Hydra blood come from?
I mean, I go where it came from. What I mean is, I feel like I didn't know that was a thing. That seems like a really neat item.
Some Hydra blood.
Nice.
Kind of sit up and just sit there for a bit and look up the stairs and see what that slide's doing.
You can't see. You saw when you first came to consciousness, you saw like a shadow, but you can't see anything now. It's a spiral staircases.
I'll still just keep an eye out till my next turn.
Yeah, that's cool. This guard swings a longsword at Eleanor.
What did he roll?
24.
Okay, fine. I'll dodge that.
Can I have another sentinel attack?
Can you do it with your prone? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
disadvantage if you attack from prone. That's all.
So
Sweep the leg.
You remember him being an ally to you?
Punch his shin.
punching people. I'm going to roll it from here. Well, there you go. It's a shame I did that with that roll rather than with an actual attack.
Roll a d4 as well.
Oh.
It's a miss, I'm afraid.
Ow.
That's not really a surprise.
Then he sees you sort of swing out towards him and just brings a longsword down towards you, Carl.
Probably with advantage.
Yeah, with advantage, it's terrible. It's still a miss.
Yeah.
Rolled a 1 and a 2 for reference. Carl.
I will, as part of my, I can stand up as part of my move.
Yeah,
Is that right?
your movement,
Yeah. I will stand up and then I'm going to punch him.
The car go up and way.
It is. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm just doing better. I'll flail at him. You're done.
he?
Well, firstly, after seeing that absolute shit show from Mr. Garvin there, I'm going to yell some obscenities at him about me wasting my last good spell slot on him just to miss. And then I'm going to launch the old fireball, try and get it past them if I can.
You mean firebolt? Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I fireball.
Nice.
I just sit down next to Warforged. Just if Eleanor probably hears me, just very not quite quiet enough to go bloody useless. Honestly, I just sit next to Warforged and get stuff out ready to see if I can get him working.
Cool. So we are going to come out of combat, but what I'm going to do, because Elwyn, you've got that Hydra blood on you, I'm just going to spin through the Hydra bloods quickly because you get the rolls for each one.
It's 10, right? Because it's 6 seconds.
Yeah.
It's the
yeah,
1
just
minute, so I get
roll
9.
10 yeah, roll 9d4 is the easiest way to do it quick, yeah.
Hydra Blood's pretty good actually.
Is it like 94 healing? That's
Mm.
quite.
It's
cool, yeah.
1d4 every turn for a minute.
That's pretty cool. It also means you're kind of immune to getting knocked out as well in some ways because you get knocked out and you heal a bit
Yeah.
for
It's
10
pretty
for a minute. Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool.
generally don't take damage or go melee, so it's more like a backup.
Very powerful.
Mm.
Yeah, we drop out of initiative, things calm down somewhat.
I go to Warforged and see if I can make him okay. Do I have anything in my inventory?
I'll say Z's already
Yeah.
like got out the Tinker's kit and is ready to fix any bits that they can see, but
I was just going to pour a potion of healing down his throat.
that's far easier and involves less work on my part. Please do.
Yeah, so because I've screwed that up, I'll just roll it.
Yeah.
It's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Huh?
Yep. So I pour a potion of healing down his throat and heal him 6.
I'm gonna
Just-
stare intently as to how this works when a potion of healing gets put into Warforged. Like,
Yeah. If he comes back to life, I definitely respond with like, "Oh, it worked," because I'm not expecting it to work.
You
Necessarily.
pour it down their throat, and you can see some of the sort of transparent piping on Warforged. You can actually see the color, this red liquid, as it sort of flows through what is normally just like normal transparent water. And then Warforged, the eyes just flicker for a moment, and there's a movement in the arms. Warforged, you're conscious. You have no idea where you are, who these people around you are, or who you are.
With my eyes open, I say, "Welcome back to the land of the living, sweetie."
Carl is slowly sort of circling around, I guess a lot of you, but specifically the drow.
Carl, see if you can get that door open up at the end. We need to be able to get out of here. Elwyn's out there still. You need to get the door open.
Oh
By the
shit!
way,
Yeah, where's Elwyn? I've
Possibly
Missed
may have
him.
opened it slowly.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
You go open the door.
Yeah, come on, Carl. Be a lad. I'll give you a hand, and I'll go down with him if he's willing to go.
Yeah,
I swear to God, if you come and attack me, I'm gonna kill you.
I thought about it. I will follow Eleanor down, but just keep looking back at the drow and also that robot thing.
I'll say to you, are you okay? You seem a bit out of it.
Where the fuck are we?
Oh, did you get a hit on the head?
Yeah, maybe.
We're in the archives. Do you remember?
Frankly,
I'm not trying
no.
to interrupt you lot, but I probably would have had the door open before this.
Oh, I guess we can play it as we get to there. You open the door before we
As-
now.
I
As
would have
the
probably opened the
opens,
door within 6 seconds.
and I'm going to just step in front of Ellen and go and say, shit, it's another elf.
It's Elwin. You don't remember Elwin?
No.
You two get on really well. You're both grumpy old men. Go on.
What the fuck is going on?
Let's go up and have a rest with the others. Elwin, are you okay?
Alwyn's probably gone to sleep. He's having a rest.
What, just stood there?
No, I'm sat by the door.
Okay, cool. Well, I gesture, usher you up to the others if you want to come.
No,
I
it's
just
just I don't want to
gesture
be
for...
locked in that room, so I'm going to stay in here.
Sure.
So-
what are you doing at the moment?
What?
What are you doing at the moment?
Oh, I don't know if you. Okay. I'm probably just like confused, like looking around the place. I'll probably like sat up, just looking around.
Yeah,
Confused.
You've never seen this place before, and you've never seen any of these people around you before.
I just point. I just point at. Who's one?
I've
I
been
just
sat.
point
I've
to-
been sat here with you this whole time.
I just point to Z, and I just like, who are you?
What do you mean? Who am I? I'm Zivial. I'm your friend.
And I point to myself and I'm like, who am I?
You're a Warforged. Are you okay? Something must have happened. What did you got knocked unconscious?
When I come back and join you, I will mention that Carl seems to be exhibiting similar symptoms.
While you're doing that, Carl is just wandering around the outskirts, looking in the cells, just trying to get an idea of where it is, and I'm going to end up by that dead guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see if he's got anything on him.
Yeah, he's got a long sword, a short sword, a heavy crossbow. But that's it.
You said there was something wrong with his uniform. Can I work out what?
Sorry.
You said I didn't recognise it, so I'm gonna look at it and see if I can work out.
Yeah, it kind of. You know when you're trying to remember a word, and it's right on the tip of your tongue, but it's not quite there. Like,
Yeah.
You recognise the design, the fit, the style. It's like it's so close to triggering something.
Is he actually dead or is he unconscious? That's another question.
He is dead.
Okay. I won't try and bite his wounds. Okay. Just going to keep on looking around. Don't really trust them.
What are you doing, Z?
I'm gonna do my best to help Warforged here. I've got my Tinker's kit, so like I'm able to, for the most part, I think like do like little bits of mechanical. If anything looks like it's been lodged out of place or anything like that in any of the workings, does he look like he's able to move all his limbs, all of their limbs, sorry, fine, and things like that? If there's anything that doesn't look quite right, I'm going to try and help fix it if they'll let me.
You can make a skill check with the tool set.
Cool. I can't remember what it is with the Tinker's tools, but it doesn't say. Dexterity, sure. It also, for some reason, says I'm not proficient. I was sure I was, but who cares? No, I'm not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, Warforged, do you resist it anyway?
No, I'm just still confused. Yeah.
Gonna be all right, mate. Don't worry. It's fine.
Yeah, you sort of inspect them with the tools. You're able to do some very sort of minor repair to a couple of sort of scrapes and bumps.
Yeah.
But yeah, no real effect.
No, that's fine. Just trying to keep Warforged as looked after and calm as possible. Elwood, are you coming in here, mate? We could do with not separating ourselves up, really.
Don't even lots in that room. Remember, there's only way in and out, and it's this locked door. So I don't really want to be inside that room with this door with what's gone on.
Okay, fair enough, mate. Well, we're all gonna have to find somewhere to rest then, aren't we? Think we could all do with it, to be quite honest.
Is there no other way out of this room? I assumed there would be another way out of the room.
I kind of thought there would be, but I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, can I spend like a little while making a check around the room to look for a door or what have you?
Yeah, make an investigation check for me while all this is going. Nice, the rolls are coming. Yeah, whilst Z is sort of dealing with Warforged with his Tinker's tools, you spend some time looking around the room for any doorways, openings, sort of testing up against the walls for any maybe sort of movement of air or signs of light or anything like that. You notice over in this area here, there's one brick right down at the floor level where there's a very slight breeze coming, and you can sort of push it back with just like a shoe. It's literally on floor level, and as you push it back, that wall actually slides back, and there's a staircase headed downwards with no light source.
Holy shit. I shout to Elwyn, what about down here?
I've already started my rest and will not be moving.
I knew there'd be another door in here. It wasn't symmetrical. People build things symmetrically. It just makes sense. Eleanor, please don't go off wandering, my lovely. We need to have a little bit of a sit down before we go down there.
I wasn't really wondering. I was just
No, I know. You're
way to go
sensible.
through.
I know you. You're very sensible, and I know you wouldn't. But
I don't like being alone because it's madness.
Carl, come on, let's sit yourself down, mate. Have something to eat. We're gonna have to rest. To be honest, I think we're gonna need a little bit more than the normal hour we'd spend sitting down. But
I've already said I'm taking a long rest because I had no spells going into that fight.
That's great. You're currently just sat in the middle of a hallway, nowhere near the rest of the party doing that. So
yeah.
We might have to find somewhere a bit more apt to take a long rest.
What's in this bit up here, Sam? Is it just a cubby hole or something?
Yeah, there's nothing in there. There's sort of some dust and cobwebs. Nothing you notice in there, no. What does everybody want to do?
Well, we need to take a long rest because no, I think I didn't exaggerate there. We need to. I have one spell slot and it's a first level.
I mean, if I was in a party of 5 people where everyone was on less than 50% health, I'd go down the dark staircase.
Yeah. I mean, none
And
of us
that's
have
why
any of
Brandon-
our things. That's why
Brandon's
Brandon's dead.
That might. Yeah, you are correct. That might be why.
If it helps, Brandon died when he had full health and all of his class abilities.
Yeah, he was let down by his best friend.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all Cody's fault.
Which is sad that
Um,
he wasn't your best friend.
Well, no, as it turns out, absolutely not.
right.
Collect up the stuff that people say or he think is his, which I think might just be the greatsword. And then he's gonna sit away from the rest of you,
I mean,
brooding,
can I?
and
Sorry.
he is gonna find. Actually, don't seem to have any. I can't believe Carl came on this mission without any booze.
Do you say anything like that out loud?
It's possible. I'm certainly looking for something through the pack and through the rest of it.
You're right, Carl. What you lost, mate?
Feels like I'm missing something.
Your memories?
So who the?
What's wrong, fella?
That Carl's. Yeah, I'm just gonna. He's based. You guys are all a little bit weird.
Wow. All the best people are. What were you looking for, mate? See if I can help.
Something to drink, something to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I grab a. I've got rations. I don't know if you've got rations, but
I've got rations.
but I'll pull out my trusty hip flask that I keep in case of Carl emergencies and chuck it over to you. Will that do?
And then, how long is this going to last?
I'm hoping after we have a rest.
So what's the short version of you Forge that's going on?
Wait, what was that?
What's the short version of? Because neither me or Warforge know why we're here.
Yeah.
So what are you going to tell us?
We're here to kill monsters that look like brains for the mayor.
There's a few of those about still on the ground.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we killed a couple in this room, didn't we? So I point to a couple and go, "We're here to exterminate those because they're pests
You also lost
and they
track of
keep
a
killing
couple.
people."
Warforged walks
Yeah,
over.
don't worry about those.
Warforged walks over to one of them and picks it up by like the brain and just says, "And these things," and then shakes it around.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh. And then he like kind of like punctures it then.
Is that what's made us forget?
No, that was that thing, and I point to the, I assume, flattened pile of jelly.
Yeah, there's a big spilt pile of Hartley's jelly.
Yeah, that thing did something to you. I think it latched onto both of you, and you seem to have forgotten who you are.
Take a
I
longer.
punched the jelly.
Take a longer swig from the hip flask. You might be thinking you may not be getting it back, and then just start muttering about this is bullshit. This is some sort of magic bullshit.
This is quite literally the definition of some magic bullshit, I'm afraid, friend.
God, he was right. It's magic. Yeah, could I punch the
Yeah?
the jelly?
Yeah, your hand sort of... The sort of slightly rigid nature of it is kind of gone, and you can just sort of your hand sort of goes straight through it. There's no resistance to it. Where previously punching or slicing it had like this amount of resistance, your hand just goes straight into it.
I have a question. So if I pick up a chunk of it and I eat it, will it taste like anything?
There's only one way to find out.
It's red, so either strawberry, raspberry, or cherry, right?
Okay, yeah, I'll pick it up and eat it.
Sure.
No, I'm not sure.
I'm sure. Don't you even just not have to eat anything anyway?
Yeah, I mean, like,
You're a Warforged.
actually, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
Wait, no, that wasn't an excuse to do it.
Well, I'll do it anyways now. You made me.
Oh, okay. Well,
If
Yeah.
I die, it's fine.
it was nice
Take a
having
moment of
Warforged
it
fight.
into your mouth. You have no sense of taste, Warforged. This could be the finest tasting jelly in the land. It could be horrific. You are entirely unsure. You swallow it and you can just feel it sort of sticks very slightly at the back of your throat, almost as if it doesn't quite want to go down, and then it does.
But does anything happen?
Not yet.
Oh.
We'll find out when you turn into one of those things in 6 sessions' time.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be the whole werewolf.
I was gonna say it's Flockly and a
Angel all
wet
over
bird
again,
all over
yeah.
again.
I love that even without webcams, I know Charlie's shaking his head.
It tasted really good, guys. I think you should all taste it.
Insight check.
No,
Just no.
you don't have permission.
You can't lie. We know you can't lie. Right, what are we doing then? We need to take a rest. We need to find somewhere safe to take a rest. Where should we sit?
In this cage, then nothing can get to us.
Yeah, that looks great. Great idea.
I mean, it's true.
I don't think we should risk sitting anywhere where we could get locked in, so I don't think we should be in this room.
Well, why don't we go down those steps? No, never mind. let's
No,
not go
we
down
should
the
we should
stairs.
not go anywhere unexplored either.
Well, why don't we go Why don't we go out the room through that door?
So say we could go back up to the artifact room. We could just go into the space outside this room and just set up a camp there for the night.
Sure, yeah. Let's do that. And there's another new
Hello.
person.
Oh yeah, this is Elwyn. Elwyn, Warforged has lost their memory. So's Mr. Garben.
Hello, new person. He seems nice.
Yeah, I'll go about setting up, like, I don't know, not tents, like bedrolls and things like that for people.
So you guys setting up for a long rest out in that hall, yeah?
I think we have to, yeah.
Sure.
Warforged can keep watch the whole time, can't they? Can't they?
Well,
Really bad at that.
yeah, sure.
Because you don't actually have to sleep, do you?
Well, I do have to sleep, but I don't have to. I don't
You
understand.
don't sleep when you sleep, do you?
Yeah.
When
that's
you
it.
take a rest, you don't actually sleep. You're not unconscious.
Yeah,
Come on, Carl. You've got to be out here with us, mate.
That's so nice.
So you're all just gonna set up in this area,
Yeah.
yeah? What are you doing with the door? You leaving that open, closed?
Close and bar it. Just for now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close it. Put the bar across. Just so that nothing can come at us from that direction, at least. Can we get like an eye on, just whilst we're setting up, where the largest of those like cracks were that I'm thinking in my head intellect devourers might be able to travel just so we can make sure the watch is focused on those.
Yeah, there's a couple of them around the room, but the worst one sits down in this corner here.
Yeah, so that's going to be focus, I think, for keeping an eye out.
You've also obviously got a spiral staircase at the back of the room as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Anything anyone wants to do, or he's taking a long rest?
Anyone got anything to do at all?
I don't know.
Lament my lot in life. How a series of poor decisions ended up here. But I can do that whilst taking a long rest. So
Yeah.
Oh, you got plenty of thinking time.
Think
I am
swallow.
I am going to attempt to attune to the Chronomancer's eyepiece.
Oh, what
as
item did I get?
part of this.
The Rope of Entanglement. Does that require attunement or not?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I can't see a thing that says requires attunement, so I'm all good. I have so many magical items for somebody in a low magic setting.
Z, yeah, you can attune to that. That's fine.
Oh.
Think. Wow, that's what I was about to say. I think Carl might want to tune to the greatsword, but I guess Carl's not actually conscious, or there's no memory of that it's a magic weapon, so maybe not. Cool. So you want to take a long rest, yeah? You can.
Have I attuned to the natural mantle?
Nature's Mantle, yeah.
Short rest.
I was going to say, I think we took a short rest and you got that back.
Are we not having a long rest?
I don't think.
We're not taking long rest.
Nature's Mantle.
I'll double check in a minute. No, you guys want a long rest. You're not getting one. You can all take a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was away. I guess a short rest is an hour, so do that first. I guess I am going to
Do what you can. Nature's Mantle. Where is it? Nature's Mantle requires attunement by a druid or a ranger.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you've
I've
definitely
had
had a
some
short
time
rest
now.
since you last got it. I think.
I'm sure that
yeah,
we
hang on,
said
it's
he
marked.
attuned to it.
Yeah, it's already marked as attuned. Yeah, you already attuned to
I
it.
couldn't remember. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, that's cool.
Been a
I think-
while.
I think that was the one we did, and we all said he attunes to it because you weren't here yet. I think you were late
No,
from work or
that's
something.
entirely familiar. Cool. Is everyone taking their short rest?
Yeah. So can I tune to the great sword? I don't really know it's magical.
Well, yeah. We discussed this before you come out.
Mm.
I think probably not because you don't really know there's a reason to attune to.
Yeah,
it.
I would agree with that. I also have a feeling I've got more items attuned than I can't attune it anyway. I think I have to.
George and Z, you taking your short rests?
Yeah.
I literally had nothing to do on mine other than
Right.
attune. I have no hit dice, and I've already used my arcane recovery.
Cool. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you'll take about an hour and a half. Carl and Warforged, slowly you begin to piece things back together. As everyone's just sort of sit there in this sort of stunned, recovering silence. The faces first become slightly familiar, like you begin to recognize them. You can't quite place them, and slowly over the period of about an hour, it all comes back to you. You can remember everything right up until the second that searing. It's not even a burning pain. It was a physical pain of your memories being torn from your skull. But yeah, everything suddenly it just makes sense again. You do know where you are. You do know these people. You do find Z really annoying.
Oi!
about 90 minutes or so pass. Then there is a sound, a voice. Again, not around you, within each of you. My creation, you're so close to finding me again, to completing my work. Come down. Come to me, my creation.
Wait, do I know who this is?
Yeah, this is your creator's voice, yeah.
I was wondering. Yeah, okay. But like, we're all sleeping. We're all. No, I don't understand.
What do you understand?
Are we? Does this happen while we're still in our short rest? Are we out like the
Yeah, you
resting?
finished a short rest. You were trying to take a long rest, but this
This-
interrupted it, so you engaged a short rest instead.
This is just more magic bullshit taunting us. But we
Well,
do need to find them.
I guess like are we fine with going down then? I'm like trying to find who this is or whatever.
Elwin
No.
votes not to go down.
Dad, your anger, that feeling is what. That's what hurt me the first time.
It's not real. It's not real.
Do I hear this?
Yeah, everyone hears this. Yeah.
I don't think I've heard this before, have I?
Yes. Yeah.
We've all
Yeah,
heard this stuff.
Up in the library
Oh,
room, we heard the
But was
same.
I think I was like away from people and in the middle of combat.
These voices are within all of you.
Yeah, so I say out loud like, who's that talking to? Not me.
I
Owen?
think we need to leave.
Yeah,
Bring all of them, Dad.
Cole just gets up and goes over to the wall and just sort of starts kind of that sparring against the wall that you see the cool martial artists doing. Just starts off gentle and it's just not real. Not listening. I'm just going to keep punching the wall while we hear the voice.
Then there's a female voice. Come on, put a smile on. Just come back and be with us. No, my creation. I meant come be with me.
Do I
The female
recognise
voice.
the voice?
Yeah.
None of you recognise that female voice.
No, okay.
I was going to get up and say I think we should take a retreat for now.
I think we need to get out of here.
And I will
But-
start going up the stairway.
Well, wait for everyone else. Don't walk off.
What happened to that guard?
That's how
that came
people
in?
die. Oh, am I right in thinking Elwin guard turned into a giant frog and killed a load of people?
Elwin says didn't reply.
Well, after I literally just said as you went, I'm leaving, like, said to you, don't walk off because that's how people die. Elwin still
Yeah.
walks off.
He's still going those stairs.
Brilliant. Well, I guess we're going upstairs, guys.
Don't leave me, Dad.
Don't you worry, we'll be back.
Fucking real.
You wouldn't let me down again.
fuck's sake. Just, I was
My
door shut.
creation.
Don't. No. The door is barred.
Yeah. I'll start lifting the.
I just say it. I literally, as you start to lift, I go, no, leave the fucking bar down. We're getting out of here and we're coming back later. This shit is not going anywhere because it can't get out. We will be back.
My creation. You know the importance of our work. You know that she wills it. Now is our best time to complete. It's
I mean,
so close. Every part of it is so close.
how is it close? Because, like, yeah, we're not.
The
We don't have
staff.
any of this.
We need it to complete the task for her. And it's here. In this building.
But I can't use the staff.
But she needs it, and you know that.
Then she can get it herself.
Exactly. Let's go. Come on.
Who is she? Warforged.
She's she's my creator's, like, she's my creator and mine Patreon or whatever. Yeah, that's what the name of it is, I think. Isn't it?
She's your patron, yeah. She's the source
Yeah.
of
Oh.
powers.
Not Patreon.
Well, that's kind of where that word comes from, though.
Mm.
Who is your patron?
God.
Sorry?
God. One of the gods. The new gods.
Fuck the gods.
Yeah, well,
There's one thing I've learned in the last 6 months. It's the gods didn't. I didn't wish to swear in front of you.
Tell them my creation. You can
Fuck the gods.
You can tell them all you know. You can tell them of the importance of my task and now yours. Perhaps then they'll understand the importance of coming to find me.
there isn't really an importance to the task because you never really told me why. Nobody's ever told me why I need to complete this task. So, why should I tell them about the task? And then, yeah.
You question your creator. You question the Black Lady herself.
Knew it.
Well, I saw you die in front of me. So this isn't you. I don't know who or what you are, but yeah. I'm not going to listen to you.
Dad, please.
Who's the black lady?
Someone.
That same person that
Some-
apothecary was.
It's the same lady.
Yeah.
It's the Raven Queen.
Raven
Yeah.
Queen, yeah. I assumed it was, but I didn't know because obviously all the gods go by different names.
Or at least I'm pretty sure I remembered that right from way back, haven't I?
Well, at least this is one fewer gods that I hate because I already took a disliking to the Raven Queen from before.
Dad, please convince them.
The blood that's coming from my knuckles from punching the wall, I'm gonna smear "not real" on the door.
Oh, Christ.
What?
On, let's go. I am up and Z is up and trying to get everyone out of this room and up the stairs at this point. Like Elwyn has walked off a good 10 minutes ago at this point. Z is not leaving until everyone else starts moving, but I am actively trying to like push people towards the stairs.
I've already started moving. I'm just waiting for everyone else. But I don't want to be here.
Come on, Carl.
Carl will let you push him, but he's kind of walking backwards still, looking at the door.
So you know the Raven Queen?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Well, yeah.
How did you meet? How did she
Didn't really meet
save
her.
your crater?
She never did save. Well, I don't really know. I just remember my creator being a bit like worshipping her and stuff. I guess I think that was and then I started working for her because I needed to carry on creator's stuff. And then
But she gave you powers.
and she gave
What
me
did she ask for you in return?
to get like this weapon thing, like to get all the metal for this weapon, and but I don't know where I'm gonna get all the metal from.
You build her a nice weapon and she gives you untold riches of magic.
Well, yeah, but like the weapon is like, I think it's like 50 times me or something like that. It's like big weapon, big god weapon. And yeah, I have like a little bit of the metal at the moment.
I'd like to meet this queen.
I mean, she's not a queen. I don't think she is. I think she's just like a god. Might be a queen. I haven't talked to her.
You haven't talked to her? Do you not talk to her on regularly?
No, she sometimes just appears in the form of a bird and then talks to me and then goes away.
Is the bird in your head the Raven Queen?
No, that's I can't remember what I named the bird, but that's the bird. That's my bird. That bird. It's It comes in the shape of a raven. She. It's a bird, as in like a raven. So Raven Queen. Yeah.
Okay.
Is everyone doing your head up? Anyone not going to be convinced by Z?
I'm very convincing.
Well, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm not necessarily. I mean, Charlie thinks he knows what's going on. Eleanor doesn't necessarily get it, and is not necessarily keen on running away because, I feel like it's almost a fight we're going to lose if we want to. Like, running away is equaling losing the fight, but also I'm not staying here on my own. So, if everyone else wants to go, I will reluctantly go, but I'm not pushing for it.
We're leaving simply to find a place outside of the lower levels of this to rest, to come back and smite this motherfucker, whoever it is. Don't you worry, we're coming back. Just
Phrasing
we
it
are
like
not
that-
going to get a rest at all. Staying
Phrasing it
down
like
here.
that convinces me slightly more. But yeah, sure.
And I'm preparing Fireball after this long rest. So
Everyone's heading back up?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
taking the front. I'm taking the front of the group
Cool.
just in case anything jumps at us.
If just to be a pain in the ass, if Z or Charlie, I'm assuming Wolfwalks is more focused on the stuff. He's going to sort of stop and then start moving back down towards the door again.
Hold on to Carl's belt and pull him up the stairs with my 8 strength. I
Not gonna
physically pull.
fight that at the moment.
Come on, mate. We'll get some rest, and then we'll come back down, and whatever is causing this and lying and pretending to be someone it's not, we will deal with accordingly. But we can't do that when we're all tired as hell and have none of our powers.
Yep. Keep going.
I'm heading us back up towards either finding Elwyn or towards the rooms that have like the artifacts and stuff in, just because we know they're a safe place to kind of rest it at least for a short time.
As you're all making your way up that spiral staircase, there's just one last time, one more voice. It's okay, Dad. You always had something else to be doing.
You're a bad man, Sam.
You're hurting me. You're literally hurting me.
What?
Keep. Every time Carl decides he's going to go back, he'll
Feels the swift tug at his belt, and he
punch the wall again.
Elwyn, you're slightly, obviously you're a minute or two ahead of everyone else while this was going on. You make your way back up the stairs. You make your way back through that library where you encountered the first sentries, the first insect devourers. As you're just heading past that way, and you sort of go through the doorway into that long corridor where it has the side rooms, which is where you left Leokin and Pepper. As you open that door, there's a...
I'm gonna stay in the room where Leokin and Pepper's bodies are.
You don't get that far. As you open the door into that long corridor, this large wooden staff immediately just comes across the front of the doorway. And that Slard is stood there. And it looks at you for a moment, and it just sort of... Its tongue sort of lolls out on the side of its mouth slightly. It just says, "Perhaps time for a parley."
What are you doing down there before I say parlay?
Prisoner. They caught me in the docks.
Eleanor's not
Is
there,
18
by
enough
the
to
way.
realise that this is the same person from that before that helped me?
we're not with these people.
Yeah, Elwyn's got a head start on you guys.
Oh.
At the moment. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I missed that part. So ignore that rule then.
Can I insight check? Can I? Oh, wait. Have you stolen anything from him in here? And that's what I want to insight. If he has stolen anything.
Not a thing. I just want to go.
Then you might want to.
Yeah,
Might want to revert back to your old form. You might want to revert back to your other form then.
It stops for a moment, and you see it's almost like boils grow out of the side of its face a little, and it starts to almost bulge. It almost looks like a few of these are about to burst, and the whole shape begins to change, and you can actually hear like some of the bones cracking as they reshape and change form slightly. And then stood in front of you is just 6'1", a guard in armor.
Do we have the key for this door?
For which door, sorry?
The door that we've locked behind ourselves. That goes to the next room. And is that why he's stuck there?
Oh no, that's not locked or anything. No.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll keep between me and you that you are the whatever you are.
The rest of them, they're
Just behind me.
friends of yours?
We're acquaintances. We're a group that have come down here to look for what was causing the trouble.
Causing trouble? Me?
Yeah. I don't think you were while we were down there. So what happened in that room before we turned up?
There was those guards, robotic, unliving creatures. They had this creature in a cage in the center of those cells. This, like, something from the ocean.
I'll go to Pepper's body and pick up my rations that I left there, and I'll pass it some food and just sit down.
Yeah, that's cool. The rest of you, I guess, you sort of make your way back through the lower levels. As you're going along that long corridor, you can see that side door is open to that room with the trinkets where the Oaken and Pepper were left. And as you reach there, you can see Elwyn is sat there, sharing some food with one of the guards.
A guard I recognise from before.
Yeah, you guys would recognize the same form.
I greet him warmly, and thank him for saving me earlier.
You were the one attacked and violated.
Yeah, I think so.
You're okay now?
Yeah. Well, thanks to you.
Good. Those things, I don't know what they are entirely, but they got some of the other guards.
Yeah, little buggers, aren't they?
They changed my friends.
Yeah, luckily you managed to sort of avoid it, I think. But thanks again anyway.
You're most welcome.
Hey, did you see some sort of green monster running past here?
I ran like you all told me, and then I could not find the others, and I panicked, and I sat in this room until
That's okay.
until your friend found me.
That's all. That's good. Just keep an eye out, just in case. I don't know quite what it was, but it seems to be having a fight with my friend earlier. Yeah. Unfortunately, most of your troop, most of your squad, not in a good way. If they're alive, I don't think any of them are alive. Actually, I think you might be the last one.
Well, he just sort of looks down at the ground.
One's gonna now try and have a long rest and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell the guard to get some sleep. I ask him if he's injured and wants a healing potion or anything, or some food.
I'm lucky. I was able to escape unharmed. And as you look at him, there's not a single bruise on any of his clothes that you can see.
Good. Try not to think about what happened down there. Just try and get some rest. It wasn't your fault.
You can all take yourselves a long rest.
Yay.
Thank goodness.
I've got plenty of food if you guys need food. As I've just seen it pop up a food and water thing.
I had like 40 on Pepper's dead body.
Yeah.
Take 2 off.
Look at all this health everybody has.
As I've got my memory back during that time, can I try and attune to Leakin's sword?
Yes, yeah, you can. You
I shall.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Where's all the equipment gone? Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
What's that?
Look, in my inventory, all my weapons have disappeared. I'm just going to close the character sheet and reopen it. Maybe it's
Yeah, see, I can see him.
Yeah, can you see him?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. What have I done? Ah, got it. Somehow, I'd managed to click the thing that makes them all disappear. The
Right.
filtery thing at the top. Hurrah! Weapons again. Right. So
Is
try.
the guard guy still there when I wake up?
Oh, interesting, Phil. You are on free attuned items.
Yeah, that is the problem. I will. Can I choose to unattune something?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I will unattune the shield for now.
You don't need
Because
shields, they're pointless.
while using the great sword, I can't use the shield, so that seems. But I think I will probably get rid of this ring. But as we said before, it's a little weird that I've got the anti-magic player has got the most magic items.
I mean,
What's your question, sorry, Shane?
I'm at multiple.
Was the guard guy still there?
Yeah,
After our long
he's
rest.
stayed with you unless you all don't want him there, yeah.
I'm guessing being an elf, I have the shortest rest anyway. Can I ask his name when I wake up?
Yeah.
What's his name? Go on.
I'll tell you in just a moment. Excuse me. His name is oh crikey! We should just prepare like a list of names, shouldn't I?
Sandy Slav.
I've got a little macro on my hotbar on my Foundry that I click it and it pops up a list of random names.
Yeah, I keep meaning to do something like that.
I had a notepad printed out.
And then I forget to write them down once I say it, and then you go back and speak to these people again, and I'm fucked.
His name is Travis.
Ah, Travrav, what a legend.
What's Travis armed with?
He has a long sword.
Has he got a shield?
He does not know.
Are you coming back down with us, Travis?
And as you ask, he looks at Elwyn. I think it would be best if I return to my family. I hope you forgive
Understandable.
me.
I'll go and shake his hand and say good luck, and then leave it at that. Does he shake my hand back?
Yeah.
I won't do anything. No, just like
He shakes your hand back. He sort of walks over to leave the room, and he turns. He just turns and looks back at each of you. He sort of nods. He nods again, and then it stops for you in particular, Elwyn. And he sort of looks for you a moment. He says, "Perhaps we misunderstood each other initially, but you have proven yourself most trustworthy." And then he looks across the whole group of you, and he says, I do wish to go and see my family again, but perhaps I can do something to thank and aid your group." And he gestures with his hand for just a moment. And he casts a bless on all 5 of you.
Yeah.
And then he just says, the blessings of the gods go with you. And then he turns and leaves.
Thank you. Strange
Hmm.
person.
He was a weird god.
Should we head back down now?
Wow, I mean, I suppose so. Like, we're all sorted. I think we're ready to go.
I agree.
Just out of curiosity, who still has any healing potions on them?
I have something similar to a healing potion.
Hmm,
Yep. Nope. None for me.
we're pretty light on them, aren't we?
Carl,
Yeah.
have one of these if you get in danger. Where are they? Where are they? Send to the player, and I will pass Carl some weird bud-looking item.
The hell is this?
It kind of works as a healing potion, but a very slow one.
Well, you just drink it.
You drink it, and it for a minute it gives you some health back every 6 seconds for a minute.
I was AFK, but I have 3 healing potions and 1 greater.
Ah, okay. You're still pretty well stocked then. That's fine.
Yeah.
Some sort of elvish.
It's an elvish wine that you drink in battle.
Nice. Tuck that in my belt.
I don't actually know why I
Sam?
applied all the blesses because it was actually functionally pointless. But yeah, carry on. Yes.
I'm about to say, you could bless last 1 minute. I was literally about to say that.
Yeah, like I cast it, then went to the point of actually applying the effect, then realised that like the actual effect doesn't matter. It's more just the message.
Maybe he
Yeah.
casts a really special version of Bless that lasts more than a minute. You never know.
He does not.
I definitely make some
Hopefully
comment
it's
about
slightly
a guard.
hidden,
I would definitely make some comment about a guard knowing magic. Mostly
Seem
to
more like a
Carl.
paladin sort of guard.
Very strange.
Yeah, Carl's a little.
Yeah, what do you guys want to do? I guess
We've got some
it's 2:30
fucking
in the
voices to
morning.
beat up. Yeah, perfect time for killing.
Maybe they'll be asleep.
As promised, I've prepped Fireball. Let's go blow some guys up.
We need
Z-
something to protect us against mind damage.
Yeah, that'd be
I'm ready to
ideal,
go.
wouldn't it? Z has been quietly wondering for the last 8 hours, just through dreams. Have they done nothing terribly wrong in their life, or have they just got nothing interesting about them because they don't seem to be hearing any of these voices being things they recognise?
A random question.
I've
I
had
think
similar
I've got a
thoughts.
theory.
What was that, Shane?
I think I might have a theory.
Yeah?
Yeah. Going back to our fight, I'm sure those brains only did damage to Carl.
Warforged hasn't taken any intellect damage.
Well, that's because I don't have a brain.
But he
Yeah,
could
I've taken a
technically have
lot.
a brain. So
Yeah, but
my
I got
theory
knocked
is
unconscious.
that those 2 brains looked into Carl and Warforge's mind.
Yeah,
but
but
I also
they
got
got
knocked
Eleanor.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Whatever's running, whatever it is that's doing that, I think you're right. That sounds like a.
Maybe Eleanor just hasn't lived as interesting a life.
It's like,
Or
Eleanor
Eleanor's not had interesting
has no guilty secrets in her mind at all.
Is
That's
this
what
an
we're hearing
incorrect
here.
discussion on this theory, by the way, or
Yeah, that was my theory. Is maybe Warforged and Carl had damage against those little brains that are connected to the thing that's down there.
So they're stolen some of our memories and they're
That
using
is
them against
my
us.
theory. That's
Yeah.
what I think may have happened.
That makes
I've
sense.
not,
It
I've
does
not
make
taken any
sense.
damage.
it's an interesting theory. Yeah, Eleanor, like you said, like you were downed by an insect devourer as well, which kind of would. It's an interesting theory that would kind of seem to go against it, but I don't know.
Best element of the construct.
Something about that. I don't know. It sits with you. It's an interesting theory. It would kind of make sense, but yeah, I don't know. The question
To be clear,
stays.
and I'll say this to the whole party. To be clear, the only people that have recognised a voice so far has been Carl and has been Warforged, right?
And wasn't it Legan's voice earlier? Before
Okay,
he died.
the only people present.
Yes.
So, Elwyn, you haven't recognised any of the voices. Eleanor, you haven't recognised any of the voices.
Oh.
Have I recognised any voices, Sam?
No, you haven't.
Oh,
No, I haven't either, right?
Well, you didn't think you had, but
Oh.
the Elwyn's theory, then this pointed question from Z. Maybe. You don't really recognise the voices, but the one that Warforged recognises, there's a little bit in some of the sort of inflection, some of the almost in the phrasing, rather than the voice itself, but just in the manner of the speech, just the sort of pattern of the speech. Maybe that does. It's hard to place, but maybe it does kind of sit familiar with you.
The male voice,
Yeah.
his creator. Okay. Does it feel like it might be a family member?
Don't know. It's like I say, it's not the voice itself. It's more just the mannerisms, the nature of the speech.
Oh,
even
okay. The accent.
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe not even necessarily the accent. Maybe just the general like tone, delivery. It just kind of there's a familiar.
Does it have a potentially dwarfian lilt to it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. I said that out loud. I said that, maybe now you mention it, Elwyn, maybe I don't know, the creator, maybe he's dwarfian. Is he
Would
dwarfian?
say his creator died during the staff thing, and he was an elf.
Yeah, he was an elf.
Well, Dwarf wasn't affected by the Staff of Willing, was it?
Or it's not.
Was your creator half elf, half dwarf?
Oh,
Not that I
dwarf is
know.
not dwarf.
Oh yeah,
It's the
that's me with awkward naming.
yeah, dwarf
As in the
country.
Wharf.
Yeah, it's in the wharf.
I just imagine it's just a big pier.
Yeah.
That's
How'd
the
you-
entirety of the country. It's just a big pier. Dwarf, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, give me one moment.
Okay, so Warforged, you're really old, and your creator died during the.
Yeah,
Purge? Is that what we're calling it?
Yeah. Good to call it the purge.
That feels trademarked.
You sure he died?
well, I saw him drop in front of me. So, I think so. He might not be.
Okay.
Is that moment? Is that when you became a patron or a follower of the Black Lady?
Well, I guess. Like,
Or was it before then?
She appeared
It
to
was-
and almost immediately in the moments after your creator died. Yeah.
Okay, then yes, it was right as he, like, a couple moments after he died. That was when I was like, yeah.
Interesting.
When
Maybe
you
your
say that there's
creator-
something in the. Oh, carry on.
Mine's pretty stupid. Maybe your creator switched his mind into your body and you are part of your creator now. Hence you took that thing.
Maybe. Wait, what did you say?
Did your creator like change, like send any of his own like thoughts into you? So you like his mind went into the body of the Warforged.
Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
Sam,
Yes.
given I rolled a 19, so I'm going to ask some more questions about this. When you say that there's like something in the voice that I recognise, is it as in like it's a distant memory of something that happened, like, or like some voice that I may have heard like many years ago, and it's like just there in my memory
The
from when I was a child or something, or is it more like it's like someone I know, but like different, like a brother, sister?
Yes, more on
type-
that sort of line, maybe. Yeah, it speaks like somebody you recognise. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's okay. What was your what was his name?
Don't know if I know that. Do I?
He never told you his name. No, you were. It was not a particularly, not particularly like emotional relationship. You were very much a tool.
Okay.
This is going to be a random question because I maybe remember this one, but is Warforged a master artist? That's really good at drawing pictures.
Yeah, I think no. I think I am, aren't I?
I've just got this weird feeling that he drew a picture of something before.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I drew a picture of the lady, didn't I?
You did.
Could you draw a picture of your creator at some point?
Yeah. If possibly.
Sam,
Mm.
I can't get on this Legend Keeper for some reason.
Oh, really?
Let's try this one. This link might work. Yeah, when I tried to log in just for the normal website, does this one work? It was just not working. This one worked. I don't know why it wasn't working before. Cool. Right, how do I find my character sheet?
Draw?
Would I be able to remember what my creator looked like?
Yeah, vividly. Yeah, almost photographically. Yeah. I mean, you.
Oh.
You.
Does he draw like a printer and it prints out?
Not quite. No, not quite to that level.
Just opens his mouth and sticks a bit of parchment in it. It's just.
It's not R2D2 Obi-Wan Kenobi levels of sort of
I
recollection.
see more like a general household printer, to be honest.
I mean, do I? I'm probably have paper on me.
I have so much paper.
How long will it take you to draw it before we do this? Because
I definitely have paper as well.
How long do you think it would take me to draw some? I don't know.
I mean, it depends how detailed you want it to be, but yeah, you could draw something in a few minutes.
Yeah, do that.
I-
Relatively
Recognise
accurate.
it.
I am not going anywhere until you've drawn this picture, and I will be
Okay.
watching you intently, like watching over your shoulder as the face appears on the page intently.
I'll draw my creator.
Sam, do I recognise this face, basically?
Oh, I need to do a
Let's
roll.
put the pressure on Cormac to find out.
Okay, cool.
And internal yourself, I guess.
Can I look to see if I recognise him because I'd have been alive?
Yeah, you could definitely look. Oh, Eleanor wants to recognise this.
Yeah. I've also looked into my character sheet because you triggered a memory in my physical brain like this, putting pieces together.
There is.
I'm just messaging you. I just messaged you.
This is a. This is this is a drawing. This is not a photograph. This is not perfect. but there is a definite resemblance to the person you just mentioned in message. Yeah.
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 Warforged, I know this face.
Who is it? What's his name?
Do I know their name?
No.
Well, so do I know the name of the person I think it is, i.e. the person I said to you? I probably don't know their name.
Your let me just double check. I think the answer is no. I'm just gonna double check on this because
I think the answer is probably no as well. Because I probably don't remember it, even if I have been told it.
No, you don't.
No, cool.
If this picture is who you think it is, then you know who they are, but not by name.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I think I agree with that as well, because I don't think I know their name. Yeah, I don't know their name.
Oh,
But I know who they are, and I know what happened to them.
what happened to them?
Well, they died.
Well, yeah, but like,
Yeah.
oh,
And you're their son, basically.
I guess.
Well, if you want to meet your uncle, I can show him to you.
Who is he? What's his name? Was
Uh,
he at my? Oh, yeah, where's my uncle?
My father.
What? Da, da, da.
What? Is your father still alive?
Yeah, he's not my father, but he's my father. He's
What?
my stepfather, but he
Oh,
is
okay.
my. He might not be my blood, but in every other way, he's my father.
Yeah, I want to see him.
Man, you can't escape your family, eh?
How many years ago did he die in your memory, Eleanor?
He died. The same story. If this is who I think
Oh.
it is, I recognise him. It's the story is correct. He died during the purge, so we're going to call it now. Yeah.
Ooh.
I think my father would like to meet you, actually.
Yeah, I want to meet him. So, yeah. Ooh, this is really weird. I didn't expect this.
This is good.
Yeah. Well,
This must be meant. This is meant to be.
Wait, who is that? Is that my creator speaking?
Yeah.
Or is that okay? What? Well, I know you're not my creator, so go away.
yeah. I don't actually have a name for my father in law. Do you have one, or should I just make one up real quick right now?
Yeah. You make one up. It's on you.
Cool.
Jacob.
1 second. Oh god, why are elf names so awkward? Someone give me a good elf name. Elmer. There you go, Elmer.
Oh, I like it.
Elmer the elf.
Eleanor, Elwin, and Elmer.
Oh, okay,
Immediately
not
hinting
Elmer.
towards, yeah.
Fuck's
When you
sake.
forgot about your identical twin brother.
Oh my god.
Does that mean I've got two brothers?
Win. There you go, Win.
Elwin.
WYN. Oh, fuck off!
I assumed that was the joke, but obviously not.
No, it wasn't. Just I was panicking on
come back.
Fantasy Generated. Like,
What
quickly-
about
Taliesin,
Carl
there you
with
go.
a C.
what about like Tyrviel?
No, Taliesin actually, because it's just come up as a name.
Oh,
So, yeah,
Okay, how can we link that?
Well,
Taliesin.
Elkin.
How can we?
Yeah,
I
that-
call out to the voice. I can say out loud to the voice. Do you remember Taliesin? Your cousin.
How could I forget?
it's not real.
hello,
I'm his daughter.
Mr.
Warforged. My creation.
Yeah,
All
we
that
all-
we need to reform the weapon and complete her task lies below.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, you're not my creator, so I'm not going to listen to you because, like, my creator's dead. He died in front of me, and even Eleanor knows that he's dead. So, yeah, he's dead, and you're lying, and not my creator. So, yeah, I'm not going to listen.
How did you die? I say out loud to the voice.
When this same weapon was used against our kind.
Wait, you're rebuilding the staff. Fucking hell, Warforged.
That's what she wills.
Okay.
Mm,
And why?
I
Why
don't
did you
think
die?
This voice is Warforge's creator, by the way.
Then I know I'm taking that. Why did you die?
Because of the fear and selfishness and hatred of men.
Yeah, this isn't your.
This isn't my creator.
No, it's not.
He got something wrong, I think.
Yeah. I don't think got anything wrong, but I think
No, he got something.
I think my previous comment to him was able to be cold read, as it were, and this can't be. So I wonder how he knows what he knows though, or they know.
Yes,
Sam, I wasn't trying to recreate the staff, was I?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, and that means it's not my creator then. I know that for
Okay.
sure, for definite. It's not
Yeah.
him, it's fake. So that means everything else is fake.
I also agree that it's a fake, based
Let's
on the
go-
information I have. Well, my information is more tenuous than yours, because it's second-hand information. So
Let's go down and find out who's
Let's go-
speaking to your mind.
Again,
Let's go kill him.
was that an in-character
Yay.
discussion?
yeah, I believe so.
My creation. What if the object you speak of and the weapon we are forming are one and the same?
But last time I checked, this thing wasn't it a sword that I was supposed to be creating? Wasn't it? I thought.
And a sword in the hands of a god would be split into pieces, could take on many forms to a mortal.
Well, I mean, that's Well, yeah, but it's not actually like the whole thing that would.
You know what she has told you, and you understand the ramifications if this task is not completed. Your friends'
Naturally.
lives will be meaningless if the world is no longer.
Random question, Sam. But am I right in thinking the Raven Queen doesn't seek to kill people, but just to collect?
Yeah, she's not a killer as much as she is an enforcer of the natural order of things.
Yeah. The Raven Queen's more of a collector than a killer, so his sense doing this to the lady is actually incorrect.
Or the lady's pretending to be the Raven Queen, and it
Most
isn't actually.
pretending.
None of this is real.
None of it matters. Let's go blow this bastard up.
I'm kind of enjoying how we're sort of semi-figuring out that this story, which seems on the surface to be a legit, a legit person, is getting things subtly wrong, potentially.
I'm doing.
Well, you say that, You say they're getting it wrong. What if you actually don't know the correct thing and you're the one with it wrong?
Stop. Okay. Well,
Insight check
let's kill it.
Xavier to see if he's been corrupted again.
Again.
Like, it's just a common occurrence now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like him saying things out of character now, and he's quite low on the mind thing.
What do you guys
Maybe he's
wanna
like Juggernaut and needs a little metal head mask.
Are we all going back down there then?
do? I thought you forgot.
Yep.
Okay, I guess we'll go back
It's just
down.
that was my role in case Shane actually wanted to insight check me.
If we head back down
Z is
to the
entirely trustworthy. Z is your best bud.
This is a fact of life, and you should never forget it.
You all want to head back down.
I will
Yeah.
stay in my normal position right at the back.
Carl is going to grab the bar on the door if no one stops him.
Yeah, that's fine. We rested
Ooh.
for 8 hours, didn't we?
My thing is this.
So
I
my
think we
death
should
order's
hide this
gone.
bar.
Yeah, we should definitely put that bar away from the door so we can't get locked in.
I think we
why
find a
don't we
hiding spot
take the
for it.
bar?
Or just set a light.
Nah,
because we might
Carl,
want them
carry the
behind us
bar.
later.
Carl, carry the bar.
I've already carried this fucking greatsword.
Yeah, put
Why
it
don't
in the
we-
greatsword sheath. It's not hard.
Is there any like stacks of hay or anything that are in one of the cells?
There's not, unfortunately, no.
Why don't we
Is there
put the
any
why don't
little
we
hole?
Any what,
The,
sorry?
the do you know the little brain things that run around? Is there any holes that they go in?
There are not that you. I mean, this bar is sort of 6-7 feet length.
How big is the door?
The door is it's like the equivalent of like it's a pretty wide door. The door itself is maybe sort of 4 feet.
Reinforced, would you say?
Relatively, yeah.
If a determined party of adventurers wanted to remove it from its hinges?
They could attempt it.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Doesn't massively matter. If we come back here and someone's shut that and locked it behind us, I can still get it open without a problem.
Yeah.
Now they tell you that.
break it?
Once we open it, we'll just chuck the bar in to the far end of this room.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
Just
Cool. Yeah.
Um,
You're all just gonna head down that staircase, yeah?
yeah.
Before we go down that staircase, can I see any other of the necklaces around any of the dead bodies?
You have a look through whatever's any of the bodies that are left in this room. You find no more necklaces. No.
Do I find anything on their bodies?
No. There's not really a lot of bodies left. I mean, you let the guards go, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bastards. Alright, I'm definitely staying at the back and I will politely remind you if we do see any sentries, you guys got to kill it for me before I come in.
Yeah. There's this staircase heading down into darkness.
Get out the
Go down it.
Do dancing lights to
I was
light it up.
Just look over it. Yeah, look over at Z.
Yeah, you guys got some lights.
Wait for the lights to.
Oh, I got lights as well. I'll do some lights.
Nice.
I got vision.
Yeah, you guys.
Weird staircase. I can't stand in the middle of the stairs.
Yeah, it's weird.
They got like
It's-
a
it
wheel.
sort of tilts slightly, yeah. Yeah, you'll head down this staircase. Can I grab an actual marching order headed down? There is room side by side if anyone particularly doesn't want to.
I think
I
would
stand
stand
next to Eleanor.
Yeah.
I'd like to go second to front.
Yeah,
or
ideally,
like
I'd like to
second
stand
row.
just there in the middle,
In the middle, both,
sort of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'll walk next to Eleanor behind Carl.
They
all
got that
good.
sort of distance in.
Cool.
A little gap between everyone.
Yeah, you all head down. Staircase goes down about 20 feet. You get to the bottom, and there's no light sources down here at all. But it's obviously illuminated by your party's magical light sources. And ahead of you, there's just one stone tunnel. Goes down, not even that far, about 15 feet. And then ahead of you, there's a door. Just a really simple, plain wooden door. No lock on it, nothing on it at all.
Just look. Does it? Can I tell from like 5 feet away which way it opens in?
Looks like it opens inwards, so you'd be pushing it to open it.
I'm just gonna look back at those two. Then I'm gonna step forward. Is there a handle,
Yeah.
or is it just push?
Yeah, there is a handle on there, yeah.
Gonna gently push the handle down a bit and then boot the door open as hard as I can.
Nice. We'll pick that up next week.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Oh man, that session was an absolute roller coaster.
Yeah.
Absolutely worth waiting for. Given we went from like we're all gonna die to me and Warforged are basically related.
I was very quickly making notes of what was going to happen when you all dropped unconscious, because it was certainly headed that way.
Yeah.
I had a plan. It's fine.
Was your plan to bleed out slowly?
No, the whole time we were in there, I had Death Ward, so I
Yeah.
could drop to 0 and not die. That's why I asked if it'd been more than 8 hours, because after 8 hours, it's gone. Annoyingly.
Oh, did you cast it earlier or
Yeah, you
something?
put it on
That's
before
what
you
I
started
was-
the last session, didn't you?
I put it on as we were just before we head down the stairs. I stood at the back and cast it.
You did.
It's why I knew I couldn't go down from using that last Corridor's Touch.
Yes.
Because if it had dropped me to 0, I would have gone to 1.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
my plan was to get hit a couple of times, then get maximum efficiency out of it by being at like 2 hit points and taking 25 damage or something stupid. But whatever. I had contingencies, don't you worry,
Yeah.
guys.
Nice. Sam, out of interest, how long ago did you decide that me and Warforged were cousins?
That was a pre-session one.
Was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hang on, yeah,
Oh.
so your stepdad is the brother of?
No, they're
Warforged's creator.
not cousins. They're cousins.
Oh, so
we are-
your
we are-
stepdad and Warforged's creator are cousins.
Yeah, so,
So
we're cousins
your
once removed.
second cousins, or yeah,
No,
whatever.
we're cousins once removed, I believe.
Yeah, it gets a bit
Yeah.
weird once
So
you go
you're-
past. Yeah,
So your stepdad's an elf.
cousins once removed.
Yes, he is.
What a legend!
Explains quite a
Right.
lot.
So that just happened.
Oh, I'm gonna put a turn in on Vector Race quick.
Oh, finally.
Whoa.
I mean, the fact that we're playing 2 games of Great Western Trail at the same time means that we might get in 5 games of Great Western Trail by the time that we finish.
As I
One
say,
game.
you should try playing a 2-player game against Shane. It's absolutely relentless.
Shane is non-stop.
Yeah.
I have
It's-
to admit, one thing I will give you credit, Jake. The fact that I made my, every other day bitchy comment yesterday about how slow you are on Vector Race. You took the time to reply, but not to take your turn. That was impressive.
Yes, correct.
That was nice.
Absolutely
shit.
correct. The unfortunate truth is, as much as I enjoy playing board games, most of you guys, up until now, have like spent your working day sat at a computer, and I don't.
Oh, you have a real job, do you? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just don't have a computer in front of me that isn't tracked
It-
by the company I work for.
Yeah.
You
Do you have a
both spend
phone?
4 hours a day?
You know you
do
can get BGA on the phone, right?
Yeah, most of it works on
Yeah,
the phone.
I